So next, what we're going to do is this type of problem. In this case, we're going to have a t term on one side and t term on the other. And for this one, I'm going to definitely recommend distribute first. So distribution, again, lets us get rid of these parentheses. Because again, what do we do? How do you do 3 times t minus 4 when we don't know what t is? Can't do anything with that. So we can get rid of the parentheses using distribution. It just makes life easier. So what we'll get, 2 times 3t minus 2 times 4. And again, the distribution's only what's inside the parentheses. So 10t plus 7. And we get 6t minus 8 is 10t plus 7. So we want to get t on one side, because again, we want a t term on one side balanced by some kind of number on the other. And so with t balanced by some number, that tells us how much t, in a sense, weighs, or what's the quantity of t. So let's do this. I'm going to cancel this. If you have a positive 6 and then you'll lose 6, you have 6 t's and then you'll lose them, there'll be no t's on this side. Again, what we do on one side, though, you've got to do the other. So we get minus 8 is 4t plus 7. And then now I'm going to do a 2 operator equation, subtract 7 from both sides. Get minus 15 equals 4t. And this one's not going to come out as a whole number. It's going to come out as a fraction. So the opposite of multiplying by 4, invisible time symbol, t. Opposite of times is divide. So we divide by 4. Divide by 4. And so we're going to get this. Negative 15 divided by 4 equals t. And a negative divided by a positive is negative. So we get negative 15/4. And this won't reduce. And that's it. That's the best we can do. Now, you may have noticed, and you might have noticed this in the previous video, I'm a little strategic how I cancel my t's on one side. So if I start again, oh, pardon me. So distribute the 2, 6t minus 8, 10t plus 7. I always subtract like the smaller t from the bigger, or the smaller x term from the bigger. What happens if I don't do that? Well, it's perfectly fine. Let's say I want to cancel the 10t instead. Well, 6 minus 10 is negative 4. So this means we're going to get negative 4t on the other side. And sometimes people are more comfortable with positive numbers than negatives because there's more attached to the negative than the positive. So maybe it's more things to keep track of. But you can go with it this way. This is perfectly fine. And then add 8 to both sides. So again, subtracting 8's canceled by adding 8. They're opposites. Minus 4t equals 15. Divide by negative 4. And so we get t is 15 over negative 4. And positive divided by negative is negative. So we get negative 15/4. Or the same answer we had before. So either way, you can subtract 6t from both sides or subtract 10t from both sides. Just keep in mind, if you subtract 6t from both sides, you'll get a positive 4t over here. But if you subtract 10t from both sides, you'll get a negative 4t on the other side. But that's the only difference. You're going to get the same answer. And if you don't, there might have been something miscalculated. So check your work. So that's it. Any questions? Let me know.